Our story begins in the early days of 2004. The financial landscape was captivating, with the South African rand displaying its prowess, holding a formidable stance against the American dollar. It was a time of economic prosperity marked by a robust economy. The trading rates oscillated between 6 to 7 rand for each dollar, showcasing the relative strength of the African currency. This impressive exchange rate was a testament to the country's economic vitality. The strength of the economy was underpinned by the high prices of several commodities, a key factor in the buoyancy of the South African economy at that time. The political arena was also marked by stability, with President Thabo Mbeki steering the nation towards progress and development. The tight grip of Tito Mboweni, the then governor of the South African Reserve Bank, on the reins of inflation played a crucial role. His effective strategies and his unwavering dedication to maintaining macroeconomic stability were fundamental in preserving the rand's value. Tito Mboweni, then governor of the South African Reserve Bank, had a tight grip on inflation, which helped to maintain the rand's value. However, as we entered 2008, the global financial crisis hit. This was a time of great uncertainty, as markets around the world began to experience unprecedented levels of volatility. In South Africa, the effects were particularly pronounced. The South African currency, the rand, which had previously maintained a relatively stable position, began to stumble in the face of these global economic challenges. On the international stage, the rand's value against the dollar was spiraling downwards. The driving force behind this decline was not just the global economic downturn, but also the increasing apprehensions regarding political stability in South Africa. Investors at home and abroad watched with growing unease as the political landscape became increasingly tumultuous. This, along with the global economic downturn, fueled a rapid depreciation in the rand's value. By the end of 2008, the rand had weakened significantly, trading at around 10 rand to the dollar. Fast forward to 2014, and the situation had worsened. What was once a beacon of hope, South Africa was now caught in a gripping vice of economic distress. The country, renowned for its rich resources and scenic beauty, was now wrestling with economic stagnation that threatened to bury its potential in a dark abyss. The once thriving job market was now a desolate landscape, with high unemployment rates echoing the disappointment of hopeful job seekers. Then there were the power shortages. Frequent blackouts plunged homes and businesses into darkness, becoming an unwelcome symbol of the country's financial trials. The rand, the pride of South Africa, continued its steady decline under the leadership of the appointed Reserve Bank Governor, Jill Marcus. Despite her tireless dedication and numerous attempts to stabilize the currency, the once strong rand was now faltering. The financial markets watched with bated breath as the currency's value dropped, alarmingly closing the year at around 14 rand to the dollar. The following years saw further decline for the rand. This was a period marked by significant economic turbulence and political unrest, which seemed to be reflected in the currency's continued downward trajectory. In 2015, Lesetja Kganyago stepped into his role as governor of the South African Reserve Bank. The nation's economic state was precariously balanced. The rand was trading at over 15 to the dollar, painting a sobering picture of the monetary landscape. Kganyago, a committed and driven economic leader, made serious attempts to steady the ship. With the goal of stabilizing the currency, he implemented a series of tighter fiscal policies. Additionally, he took decisive steps to control the rising inflation, which was eating into the common man's pocket. However, his efforts were seemingly thwarted by a powerful combination of political uncertainty and a sluggish, almost stagnant economic growth that had gripped the nation. The rand's struggle, unfortunately, continued unabated against this challenging backdrop. As we approach the present day, the rand's value against the dollar remains volatile. Global economic trends, domestic politics, and COVID-19 have influenced the currency's instability. Predicting currency movements isn't straightforward, but current trends suggest challenges for the rand in the coming decade. Factors like global economics, political instability, and climate change could continue pressuring the rand. Policies from future Reserve Bank governors will also impact the rand's direction. Despite potential obstacles, the next decade could offer chances for the rand to recover some losses. The saga of this fascinating currency is one to watch. Tune in for the next chapter as we track the performance of the South African rand against the US dollar. As we conclude this journey, let's reflect on the rand's rollercoaster ride. Initiated in 2004 through the monetary crisis to its continuing downfall, South Africa's fiscal resilience is portrayed by the rand's story. Economic stability's significance and robust leadership have been continual in our tale. The Reserve Bank governor's choices, governmental policies, and the South African populace's endurance have all been integral in guiding the rand's path. Global incidents have also left a permanent imprint on the rand's journey. The 2008 financial crisis, 2014's economic hardships, and the recent pandemic have all affected the currency's instability. Such events underscore the interlinked nature of global economies and their influence on the rand. As we gaze upon the future, the rand's journey persists, a journey filled with difficulties and uncertainties, but also brimming with potential opportunities. Stay tuned for more updates on this fascinating currency as we continue to track the performance of the South African rand against the US dollar.